Hello and welcome to today's episode of Switch Mania. I am Clarence and I am here to bring you all the latest and greatest news on Nintendo Switch eShop sales. With so many amazing games being released, it's the perfect time to be a Switch owner. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the newest and hottest games that are currently on sale. So whether you're a seasoned gamer or just starting out, be sure to stick around for some great deals and discounts. So sit back, grab your Switch, and let's dive into the world of Nintendo eShop sales. First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch our video. Your support means a lot to us and we appreciate it greatly. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this. We post new videos almost every day, and you don't want to miss out on any of the exciting news we have planned. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll be the first to know when we go live or when we have a special announcement. To start up our list is Lil Gator Game. Lil Gator is a fun and entertaining game that is perfect for players of all ages. The game follows the adventures of a cute little gator as he navigates through various levels and obstacles. The controls are easy to pick up and the graphics are vibrant and colorful. The levels are well designed and challenging but not so difficult that they become frustrating. The music and sound effects are also top notch and add to the overall experience. One of the best things about Lil Gator is the replay value. Players will want to go back and beat their high scores or try to collect all the items in each level. The game also features various power-ups and upgrades that add to the overall fun factor. In conclusion, Lil Gator is a great game that is perfect for players of all ages. The challenging levels, fun gameplay, and great graphics make it a must-play for anyone looking for a fun and entertaining gaming experience. Next is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, Goblin Scourge Edition. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain Goblin Scourge Edition is a turn-based tactical RPG that takes players on an epic journey through a treacherous dungeon filled with dangerous creatures and treasures. With colorful and detailed graphics, the game sets a great atmosphere for exploration and combat. The gameplay mechanics are solid and the combat system is easy to understand, yet challenging to master. The various weapons, spells, and items you collect make the battle feel fresh and exciting. The addition of cooperative multiplayer adds a new dimension to the game and offers a great way to play with friends. With multiple difficulty levels and plenty of replayability, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain Goblin Scourge Edition is a must-play for fans of RPGs and tactical games. Next up, Northgard. Northgard is a real-time strategy game set in a Norse mythological world. In the game, players control a clan of Vikings who are tasked with exploring and colonizing a new land known as Northgard. The game features resource management, base building, and battles with rival clans and mythical creatures. Northgard's unique take on the RTS genre, with its focus on resource management, seasonal changes, and Viking lore, provides a refreshingly different experience. The game's graphics are charming and the sound design is immersive, making the player feel fully immersed in the world. The game's difficulty curve is well balanced, gradually increasing as players progress through the campaign. Overall, Northgard is a great RTS game for fans of the genre and for those who enjoy Norse mythology. LEGO DC Supervillains. LEGO DC Supervillains is a fun and light-hearted take on the DC universe that is perfect for fans of both LEGO games and the DC franchise. In this game, players control a group of infamous villains on a quest to stop the Justice Syndicate, who are posing as heroes in order to manipulate the world. The game is filled with classic LEGO humor, quirky characters, and plenty of opportunities for destruction. The gameplay is solid, with players able to switch between characters to solve puzzles and defeat enemies, and the graphics are vibrant and colorful. The story is well written with a good mix of action and humor that keep things interesting. Overall, LEGO DC Supervillains is a great game for fans of the LEGO games or anyone looking for a fun and humorous take on the DC universe. The game's attention to detail, clever writing, and engaging gameplay make it a must-play for anyone looking for a good time. Next is Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is a brutal fighting game that delivers fast-paced, satisfying combat. The game features a roster of iconic characters, each with unique moves and abilities, along with a diverse cast of new fighters. The graphics are top-notch, showcasing highly detailed characters and stages with impressive animations. The story mode is also a standout, offering an engaging narrative filled with twists and turns. The custom character creation tool is robust, allowing players to create their own personalized fighter. Online play is smooth and the tournament mode is a great addition. Mortal Kombat 11 is a must-have for fans of the franchise and the fighting genre. Next up is another LEGO game, LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 is a fun and light-hearted action-adventure game with a strong Marvel theme. Players can control a huge roster of characters from the Marvel universe, each with their own unique abilities as they explore a vast open world and complete missions. The game features a vibrant and colorful graphic style that stays true to the LEGO video game series, while also capturing the spirit of the Marvel universe. The game's humor is also on point, with plenty of funny moments that will keep players engaged. The game's controls are intuitive and the puzzles are well designed, making the game accessible to both casual and hardcore players alike. Overall, LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 is a must-play for fans of the Marvel universe and for anyone looking for a fun and family-friendly game. Lonesome Village. Lonesome Village combines a charming new story for a cozy sim with a very creative puzzle game. The entire game has a cute art style and a relaxing atmosphere. If it didn't crash so frequently, it could be one of the best games in this genre. Despite these issues, I still recommend the game, but save frequently to avoid losing your progress. Lonesome Village combines elements of life sim legends and numerous references to Zelda into a very creative package. Even if it doesn't have the most interesting story, it will keep you interested and calm you down even if you only play it for a short time, with the exception of a few issues with how the player interacts with the game, particularly with how to use the menus. This game is good, clean fun without the sweaty button mashing of combat. Lonesome Village could be the answer if you're looking for a new cozy game. Next is Steel Assault. Steel Assault is a fast-paced side-scrolling action game that takes place in a futuristic world. Players control a powerful robot as they make their way through various levels, battling enemies and overcoming obstacles along the way. The game features smooth and responsive controls, challenging enemies, and a well-designed difficulty curve that makes it easy to get into but hard to master. The graphics are detailed and colorful, with a great attention to detail and a high level of polish. The music and sound effects are also well done, adding to the overall experience. Overall, Steel Assault is a great choice for fans of classic side-scrolling action games, offering a modern take on the genre with its impressive visuals, responsive controls, and challenging gameplay. Next up, Zombie Rollerz Pinball Heroes. Zombie Rollerz Pinball Heroes is a fun and unique game for pinball fans. The game's main theme is a zombie apocalypse, with each table featuring different environments and zombie types. The controls are smooth and the ball physics feel realistic, making the gameplay satisfying. The graphics are well designed with animations and special effects adding to the overall ambience. The soundtrack fits well with the zombie theme and adds to the overall experience. The game offers multiple levels of difficulty, so both beginner and experienced players will be challenged. Overall, Zombie Rollerz Pinball Heroes is a well-made and enjoyable game for those looking for a new twist on the classic pinball experience. Next is Inside. Inside is a puzzle platformer game that tells a dark, thought-provoking story through its unique and atmospheric world. The game's mechanics are simple, but its puzzles are challenging and require creative thinking. The minimalist approach to storytelling is effective, leaving much of the interpretation to the player. The game's eerie soundtrack and muted color palette created a hauntingly beautiful world that draws the player in. The game's controls are precise and fluid, making the gameplay both enjoyable and challenging. The game's haunting atmosphere and thought-provoking puzzles make it a must-play for fans of the genre, and its minimalist approach to storytelling leaves much room for interpretation, making it a memorable experience. Overall, Inside is one of my favorite games and a fantastic game that should not be missed. Next up, Limbo. Limbo is a beautifully atmospheric 2D platformer game that is both visually and aurally stunning. With its haunting soundtrack and monochrome visuals, the game creates a sense of unease that is sure to linger in the player's mind. The gameplay is challenging and inventive, with a series of puzzles that must be solved in order to progress through the game's world. Players will control a small boy as he makes his way through a dark, dangerous environment, facing off against a variety of deadly obstacles and creatures. Limbo's minimalist storytelling is both eerie and captivating, and the game's themes of life and death are explored in a thought-provoking and melancholic manner. Despite its challenging difficulty, Limbo is a must-play for fans of platformers and anyone who appreciate games that offer a unique and captivating experience. Hyper Sentinel. Hyper Sentinel is a fast-paced, retro-inspired arcade shooter that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The gameplay is smooth and challenging, with a variety of power-ups and enemy types to keep you engaged. The graphics are crisp and colorful, and the music is upbeat and catchy. The controls are simple and responsive, making it easy to navigate the game's many obstacles and enemies. The difficulty level can be a bit high, but it's still a lot of fun to play. The levels are well designed with plenty of variety and secrets to discover. Overall, Hyper Sentinel is a great game for anyone who loves arcade-style shooters and is looking for a challenge. Next is Lair of the Clockwork God. Lair of the Clockwork God is a quirky and charming adventure game that combines elements of point-and-click and platforming. Players control Ben and Dan, two unlikely heroes on a quest to save the world from the threat of clockwork robots. The game is filled with humor, puzzles, and references to classic video games, making it a fun experience for both old school and new school gamers. The controls are tight and the graphics are eye-catching, bringing the world to life in a unique way. The game soundtrack is also top-notch, with catchy tunes that will stick in your head long after you've finished playing. Overall, Lair of the Clockwork God is a must-play for fans of indie games and puzzle platformers. Now I have some exciting news to share with you all. According to my analytics, 88% of you who have watched my videos are not subscribed to my channel yet. Can you believe that? That's a huge number of viewers who are missing out on all the new content I have in store. I understand that there's a lot of great content out there, but I promise you won't regret subscribing to my channel. From gameplay highlights to in-depth reviews, I bring you the latest and greatest on the Nintendo Switch scene. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and become a part of this amazing community. I'll be sure to keep the content coming and I can't wait to see what you think of it. Next up, Thomas Was Alone. Thomas Was Alone is a minimalist platformer that tells the story of various rectangular shapes with distinct personalities and abilities. The game's simple design and charming narration by Danny Wallace make it a unique and enjoyable experience. The puzzle-solving mechanics are challenging but fair, and the soundtrack adds to the game's emotional depth. Each character's backstory is revealed as they navigate through the levels, making players become attached to their journeys. Despite its basic graphics, Thomas Was Alone is a heartwarming and memorable game that will leave a lasting impression. Overall, it's a great choice for those looking for a thought-provoking, emotional, and challenging platformer. Cyber Protocol. Cyber Protocol is a puzzle game that challenges players to navigate through a virtual world and solve increasingly complex puzzles to progress. The game features a unique art style with neon-colored levels and futuristic settings. The controls are simple and easy to understand, but the challenges are intense and require quick thinking. The game's soundtrack is also noteworthy, adding to the overall atmosphere and immersion of the game. The puzzles are well designed and offer a good challenge, making the game both enjoyable and rewarding. Overall, Cyber Protocol is a well-crafted and engaging puzzle game that will keep players entertained for hours. The mix of challenge and style make it a must-play for fans of the genre. Next is Cozy Grove. Cozy Grove is a delightful and charming life simulation game that takes place on a spooky yet cozy island. Players take on a role of a spirit scout tasked with helping lost souls to find peace in their afterlife. The game offers a unique blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and community building. The graphics are vibrant and whimsical, and the game is filled with quirky and lovable characters. The soundtrack is also memorable, with the folksy and atmospheric feel that sets the mood perfectly. The players are free to take their time and enjoy the experience at their own pace, whether that be helping out with chores, fishing, or just chilling out and admiring the scenery. Cozy Grove is a fun and relaxing game that's sure to put a smile on your face and warm your heart. Next up, The Bridge. The Bridge is a puzzle game with a unique concept and art style. Players control a character who must navigate through a series of increasingly difficult puzzles by manipulating the game's environments. The game's hand-drawn black and white aesthetic adds a sense of atmosphere, and the puzzles themselves are well designed, requiring careful thought and precise movements. The game's difficulty can be challenging at times, but the feeling of accomplishment after solving each puzzle is well worth it. Overall, The Bridge is a fantastic puzzle game that provides hours of brain-teasing fun. Whether you're a fan of puzzle games or just looking for a new gaming experience, this game is definitely worth checking out. Roundguard. Roundguard is a unique blend of pinball and role-playing elements set in a charming and whimsical world. The gameplay is simple and addictive, with players bouncing their hero around the battlefield to defeat enemies and collect loot. The game is filled with diverse and challenging levels, along with a variety of weapons and abilities to unlock and upgrade. The humorous writing and colorful visuals bring the world of Roundguard to life and make for a delightful gaming experience. Overall, Roundguard is a fun and engaging game that will keep you entertained for hours on end. Whether you're a fan of pinball or RPGs, this game is sure to delight and challenge you in equal measure. Next is Sail Fort. Sail Fort is a game that knows what it wants to do and does it exceptionally well. It has a cute world, well thought out mechanics, and above all, it's enjoyable to play. Sail Fort can be as easy or difficult as you want it to be with the free sailing mode. You have the option of fighting pirates or delivering packages. There aren't many other games like it on the Switch, and it's one of the best on platforms with more options. Sail Fort isn't the best open world game for the Switch, but it takes No Man's Sky's procedurally generated style and gives it a nautical twist. The graphics are soothing and effective, and the way almost every character is depicted adds to their charm. Even though there are some bugs that can be aggravating, sailing is surprisingly enjoyable, and the mechanics for building a fleet are detailed enough without being overly complex. If you don't mind going with the flow, this is a good way to unwind. Next up, Mail Mole plus Express Deliveries. Mail Mole plus Express Deliveries is a fun and charming platformer for the Nintendo Switch. You play as the titular Mail Mole, delivering packages to various creatures across a whimsical world. The game offers a unique twist on the traditional platformer by incorporating physics-based puzzles that add an extra layer of challenge to each level. The graphics are colorful and cute, and the soundtrack is light-hearted and catchy. The controls are tight and responsive, making it easy to navigate the levels. With its fun gameplay, charming graphics, and charming soundtrack, Mail Mole plus Express Deliveries is a must-play for puzzle platformer fans. Next is Monster Prom XXL. Monster Prom XXL is a unique and quirky dating sim game with a monster twist. Players take on the role of a high school student trying to navigate the ups and downs of monster relationships while also trying to win the heart of one of 6 potential prom dates. With colorful and expressive graphics, charming writing, and multiple endings, Monster Prom XXL is a fun and light-hearted game that will keep players entertained for hours. The game's humor is clever, making it a great pick for those who enjoy comedy and romance games. It also has great replay value as players can make different choices to uncover new paths and endings. Overall, Monster Prom XXL is a fun and engaging game that is well worth checking out for fans of dating sims and monster-themed games. Next is AER Memories of Old. AER Memories of Old is a beautiful and atmospheric exploration game that takes you on a journey through a forgotten world. Players take on the role of Ao, a shape-shifting girl who must navigate through various floating islands, uncovering the secrets of the past and discovering new powers along the way. The game's stunning visual design coupled with its serene soundtrack creates an immersive experience that is both relaxing and engaging. The controls are intuitive and the puzzle-solving elements are challenging but not too difficult, making it a great game for all types of players. Overall, AER Memories of Old is a must-play for fans of atmospheric exploration games and a standout title in Nintendo Switch library. Next up, Silence. Silence is a stunning, emotionally impactful game that offers a unique and captivating adventure. The game's beautiful hand-drawn art style and hauntingly atmospheric soundtrack immerse players into the game's world, where they follow the journey of 2 siblings as they navigate a world filled with danger and mystery. Players must solve puzzles and make decisions that impact the story and the characters' relationship, leading to multiple endings. The characters are well developed and the voice acting is superb. The game's unique world building and exploration elements make Silence a must-play for fans of adventure games. While the game may be a bit short, its impact lasts long after the credits roll. Next up, Goodbye Deponia. Goodbye Deponia is a point-and-click adventure game set in the world of Deponia. Players control the protagonist Rufus as he tries to save his world from destruction. The game features challenging puzzles, a humorous story, and a cast of quirky characters. Goodbye Deponia is the final installment in the Deponia series and offers a satisfying conclusion to the story. The game's hand-drawn visuals are charming and the voice acting is top-notch. The humor is light-hearted and will keep players entertained throughout the journey. Overall, Goodbye Deponia is a must-play for fans of the series and for anyone who enjoys point-and-click adventure games. The game's combination of challenging puzzles, humor, and heart make it a standout in the genre. And last but not the least, Dungeons of Dreadrock. Dungeons of Dreadrock is an excellent game because it knows exactly what kind of experience it wants to provide and delivers on it admirably. There are 100 puzzle levels, each with its own mechanics and solutions that become more difficult as your character progresses deeper into the mountain. The game also has a charming and excellent 32-bit animation. There is some action, but is mostly a matter of timing that aids your mind in figuring out how to solve the puzzles. It's difficult to stop playing, but each level provides plenty of opportunities so you can play as many levels as you want. The only drawback is that once you've completed all 100 levels, sales, your time is up, but it was well spent. Dungeons of Dreadrock features amusing enemies, inventive puzzles, and an engaging story. It's entertaining to play alone or with others. I hope you enjoyed this video showcasing the latest Nintendo eShop sales. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below letting me know which game you're most excited to play. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.